These two sides only separated in the table by a goal difference. Everything pretty much identical. Won 8, drawn 7, lost 6, 31 points. Lokomotiv's inferior goal difference means they're 8th in the table, Zenit a 7th. The Zenit manager, Dick Advocaat, says he has his sights firmly on today's match. He's not distracted, he says, by Tuesday night offering against someone called Real Madrid in the UEFA Champions League at the Petersburg Stadium. He knows if his side want European football next season, they have to win here this afternoon. Well, these were the two sides that got the Russian season underway in 2008 as champions of the Russian Premier League. Zenit St. Petersburg took on the Russian Cup winners, Lokomotiv Moscow, back in March. It was a feisty game that saw 2 players sent off and Zenit winning by 2-1. Both these sides will be going fully for 3 points this afternoon. So we're expecting a good game between the teams that won the major silverware in Russia last season. Of course, Zenit have gone on to win more silverware since then, the UEFA Cup, the UEFA Super Cup, of course also winning that Russian Super Cup as well. So 4 trophies in, well, less than a year. No wonder they're wearing gold this afternoon. Timashuk plays the ball forward to Denisov. Played out wide. Decent ball in, and inches away from the opening goal. Goodness me, that was close. And Zhiryanov really came close to making it 1-0 within seconds here. Only a 3rd game in goal for Marek Cech, who is number 2 in the Czech international side, to another Czech, of course, Chelsea's Petr Cech. That's a lovely interchange of play. Danny, Zhiryanov, Danny again. Well, the shot in the end was weak, but wasn't the build-up play golden. Flicks on. Well, he was the first foreign coach to win the Russian Premier League. And his side making some progress here. Lovely interchange of play, and there's the opening goal. And Zenit St. Petersburg take the lead. Beautifully finished in the end by Viktor Faisalin. But wasn't the build-up play scintillating as well? They literally cut Lokomotiv open here. One-touch passing, and expertly finished by Faisalin. I was saying all that was lacking was the ball in the final third. Finally, they get it right. Zhiryanov and Denisov playing big parts in that build-up play. Expertly finished off in the end by the youngster Faisalin. His 4th goal in the Russian Premier League this season, and Dick Advocaat sees his side take a precious lead inside the Lokomotiv Stadium. And they're on the look for more now. Pogrebniak goes for goal. Long way out. Struck it nicely, mind you. Here's the goal scorer, Faisalin. Anyukov now. Danny. Denisov. Sherl. Zenit in control. A goal to the good. And they're looking for more. In by Danny, away by Rodolfo. Lokomotiv can't get it out of their own half there. Looks as if the goal has certainly been a spur for Zenit. Faisalin, Pogrebniak. More good football from Zenit St. Petersburg. Sherl, Pogrebniak hits the crossbar. Well, almost 2 goals in 2 minutes there for Zenit St. Petersburg. Dinked in by Sherl, and it wasn't the cleanest of headers. In fact, it wasn't a header at all. It came off his shoulder. But on a run of 5 goals in 5 games, Pogrebniak coming close to making it 6 in 6 there. Odemwingie. Trying to go along, but that's pretty comfortable for Malafeyev. But at least he's looking to have a go, their top scorer, Fredia Odemwingie. There's a Nigerian father and a Russian mother, and was born in Uzbekistan. Does play internationally for Nigeria. In fact, was part of their Olympic side. Even though he's 27, he was their overage player. Their only overage player. And he helped them on the way to silver medal. Here he is on the move again, taking on Grenier, as he would have done in French football, former Lille player. But it's Sherl who brings it away. And are we going to see another sweeping Zenit move? Anatoly Timoshuk, the captain, the Ukrainian. Here's the Slovakian, Uvishan. It's a really cosmopolitan side, isn't it, that the Dutchman Dick Advocaat put together. Zirianov, Pogrebniak, the Portuguese Danny, Sherl. Breaks to Timoshuk, who's not afraid to shoot. And it comes off a Lokomotiv player and spins comfortably into the arms of Marek Cech. Maminov. Can Lokomotiv take control of the game? Or wrestle back some control in the game, more to the point. Lovely little turn from Danny. Gets away from Tubinsky. Pogrebniak just standing still. Danny, a little heavy the ball from Anyakov. Well, there's one thing they've got to do is just not get overconfidence in it. They are only 1 goal to the good. Midway point in the first half, and Rashid Arakimov knows he may have some working out to do here. There's a few reasons that Advocaat could point to for why they're not nearer the top of the table. Obviously that run in the UEFA Cup, all their games postponed, and suffering from exhaustion. The Arshavin transfer speculation. Maybe a little bit of complacency as well from 1 or 2 players after their exploits in Europe. Play on, says the referee. That's exactly what Lokomotiv do. Bilia Adinov, not seen enough from him in this game. And what we have seen has been a bit like that. Only just back from injury though, so maybe we should give him the benefit of the doubt, the Russian international. 23-year-old skipper. Not a bad throw into Odemwingie though. Sets up Tubinsky. Well, that's the best chance they've had since Zenit took the lead. Tubinsky could take his chance though. Really was a good opportunity, this, set up expertly by Odemwingie. Just kept his control and laid it off. Tubinsky really should have done better. Denisov. Sherl. Igor Denisov again. Timoshuk. Danny. Robbed. Maminov did well. Glushakov. See, it's all breaking down too easily, but it breaks nicely to Odemwingie. Maminov. Odemwingie. Looking for options. None were there. Danny winning the free kick, taking it quickly. Zirianov. Well, plenty of power behind it from Zirianov. Maybe he should have given Zenit the lead a lot earlier, but that's a little harsh to say. Should have done better with the header. It wasn't bad. It wasn't too bad an effort either, this one, but always going over. Checked crossbar. Of course, Pogrebniak hitting the crossbar, came so close to making it 2. Danny's on the charge, trying to do that right now for Zenit. Portuguese gets support from Anyakov. Fires it in. Well, that won't count, obviously. Faisalin was using his arms for leverage. Yellow card as well for Denisov. That was for shooting when the whistle had already gone. A little harsh. It was a nice strike, wasn't it? But a yellow card it is. It was quite clear the whistle had gone. But take nothing away from the strike, he hit that pretty nicely. And well, Rashid Rakimov, who took over in the summer after they finished only 7th last season, 19 points behind Zenit, saw Antalay Baishevets lose his job. Their worst league position, actually 7th since the Russian Premier League was formed, and they're in some spot or bother here. Danny looking for options, went alone, and well, he's trying to claim a corner, but really it was a case there of head down and see what happens when there were some options in the centre for him. Rodolfo. Lushakov. Tobinski up to Bilyetnadinov. Can they fashion a chance before half-time? Can they lift the crowd and their spirits before the half-time whistle? Maminov. Given away almost there by Maminov. By Senikov, away by Hubachan, Timoshuk, Zirianov, support from Faisalin. Pogrebniak runs through the centre, Zirianov into Faisalin. It was well read in the end there by Yanbayev, came across to sniff out the danger. Torbinski on the move. Odemwingie makes a run for him. Torbinski is sent flying, and that's going to be a yellow card for Radik Shell. So a yellow card apiece. And a clever yellow card, really. Stopped Torbinski in full flight. Cynical, clinical, job done. Torbinski. Yanbayev overruns it. Away fans, you can hear singing. Anyakov finds it in fine. Zirianov, who tried to return the compliment. Torbinski, who's looked their most dangerous player for Lokomotiv so far. And that's a good ball out to Odemwingie. First time ball in, dealt with by Grenier. That's more like it. Bilyetnadinov quick with a throw. Odemwingie sniffed out by Zirianov, and that brings the end to a first half. Well, Zenit St. Petersburg fully in control. Viktor Faisalin there, the goal scorer, after good played-up play from Denisov and Zirianov. It could have been more. Pogrebniak hit the bar, but they'll settle for the 1. Lokomotiv Moscow 0, Zenit St. Petersburg 1. It's going to be Pogrebniak and Danny to get this second half underway. So the two sides who won the major silverware in Russia in 2007 looking to make some progress towards the latter end of the 2008 season. 8 games to go after this one. Neither side can afford defeat in their search for European football for the 2009-2010 season. Timashuk. Lovely little touch off by Zirianov. Danny Pogrebniak peels off to his right-hand side. Fires it in the centre. Zirianov. Support if he needs it from Anyukov and from Danny. Pogrebniak. Zirianov. Well closed down by Lokomotiv in the end. Torbinski away, Odemwingie through the centre. Gets away from one challenge, Timashuk across and commits the foul. Well, he has been the one player, hasn't he, Dmitry Torbinski, who looks like threatening for Lokomotiv. Headed back in. Here is Torbinski, hits Timashuk, breaks nicely for Klushakov. Nice try. Well, better start to the second half than the way it ended for Lokomotiv. Look how close that was from Denis Klushakov. Well struck, and Malafeyev was worried. Zirianov. Torbinski, now Odemwingie, Torbinski again. Well, Fatih Tekke is getting ready to come on for Zenit St. Petersburg. He's only just back from injury as the firecrackers go off in this stadium. Never mind bringing a striker on, they've got a bit of defending to do first. The free kick, flicked on and just over the crossbar. Malafeyev was scampering back there. A little unsure, but it was always clearing his crossbar. Good ball in. And it was Marco Basha, the recent signing from Le Mans, who rose up and headed over. Shukov, quickly closed down. Torbinski, nice turn. Lushakov. Bilia Adinov, lovely run. Well, for a moment there, it looked as if it was going to open up for the Lokomotiv captain. Just couldn't get his shot away. Got round 2-3 Zenit players and then ran into the bald-headed figure of Puigrenier. This is Dominguez. Pogrebniak, for some reason, almost gave up on that. Zirianov, a little tight. Wins it back though, and then wins a free kick. Well, just shows what he's about. Doesn't give up on anything, Konstantin Zirianov. Really has blossomed. Dominguez to take this free kick for Zenit, approaching the hour mark. Puigrenier, 2-0. His first goal in Russian football. the substitute with the free kick, and Sebastien Grenier surely now sends Zenit on their way to a much-needed victory. Who was picking him up? Well, I suppose Rodolfo, but he lost him from the moment the ball came in. He had a habit of scoring goals in French football, did Sebastien Grenier, but he gets his first in the Russian Premier League. Lovely moment for him. He's had his problems in Russian football so far, but well, that'll make him feel a bit better. Lokomtoiv 0 now, Zenit St. Petersburg 2. Zirianov, who of course won that free kick when he looked to have lost possession of the football, and that just shows you why you shouldn't give up on anything as a player, because from that free kick, of course, Zenit had doubled their lead. Danny leaves it for sure. Gets ahead of Glushakov, Yanbayev back at him. Well, what does Rashid Rakhimov make of this now? Glushakov. Onside here, Saitchev. Another corner. This time with the corner for Lokomtoiv. I thought it might break to Billy Adinov in a shooting position. He has won another corner. He'll probably go across himself to take this. Well, a little flurry of corners. Avakar has the two-goal cushion at the moment. Up goes Basha, comes all the way out to Mamonov. Mamonov clips it in there. Malafeyev takes control of the situation. Basha, Grenier stops him. This is the Rodolfo. Now Turbinski. Would it fall for a player? Well, it wouldn't fall for anyone in a white shirt. Well, in the end, it was Senikov who was closest to it, but well, that was an opportunity. The ball in from Mamonov, dealt with by goalkeeper Malafeyev, but when it came out on the edge of the area, there was an opportunity for one or maybe even two Lokomtoiv players to get on the end of it. Dominguez. Stopped by Billy Adinov. Still some work for Senikov. By Rodolfo, going as far as Zirianov, Pogrebniak, Denisov, Danny. Chance here, Dominguez, 3-0. Oh, so easy for the Russian champions. Lokomtoiv cut apart once again by slick football. Real Madrid, here we come. Just onside, and neatly finished as well. Lovely build-up play again. It's been a theme in this game from Zenit St. Petersburg. And Alejandro Dominguez grabs the goal. Very nicely finished. Dick Avakar enjoyed that one, didn't he? Dominguez gets his second of the season. And Zenit 3 to the good and cruising. Yanbayev. Mamonov. Timashuk. Denisov. Pogrebniak leaves it to Danny. Danny through to Dominguez. Dominguez to Pogrebniak. Oh, that was close. Showboating time now for Zenit. Kochis. Odemwingie can only head it out to Timoshuk. And now Anyakov can bring it forward again. Danny. Effortless. Denisov. Dominguez. Danny. Dominguez. Danny. Chasing shadows at the moment, aren't they, Lokomtoiv? Denisov. Show. Igor Denisov again. Dominguez. Anyakov joining in the fun. Zirianov. Cut out by Basha. Chance for a counter-attack here for Odemwingie. Peter Odemwingie cuts inside. Odemwingie. Great covering by the Slovakian Hubachan. Swinging by Senekov. Odemwingie won the header. Coaches can't get there. Oh, that's nicely done, Odemwingie. Grenier. Well, it's probably had one of his best games so far in a Zenit shirt. Timoshuk. Danny. Dominguez. First comes Basha. Yandaev. Cut out by Denisov, who does a lot of hard work, doesn't he? Two minutes of stoppage time then still to be played. But this game was over 15 minutes ago. In fact, some may say it was over even before that. Denisov. Danny. Anyakov. Danny tried to let it go through to Pogrebniak. There's the biggest surprise, he's not been on the score sheet. Maminov. Sachev. Bidiatadinov. Odemwingie was waiting, so to his coaches. Flicked on by Turbinski. Odemwingie, Dmitry Turbinski. Not going to happen, is it, for Lokomtoiv? Maybe it will do here. Sachev can get on the end of that. I don't think it was an intended pass from Turbinski. Zirianov. Shell. Pulled away by Yandaev. Referee has a look at his watch. Well, that's the end. Lokomtoiv completely outplayed here by Zenit St. Petersburg.